Welcome back to the Gallagher Shots YouTube channel. My name is Matthew and I am here once again to do my very best at getting inside of Steve Bruce's bacon-laden mind and have a go at predicting this weekend's starting 11 as Newcastle travel to Molineux to face Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, Newcastle are coming off the back of a 4-1 home defeat to Manchester United, a game in which Manchester United were afforded the most shots for any Premier League team in any Premier League game so far this season. Now, we were indebted to Karl Darlow for it not being a cricket score, so whether Steve Bruce will try and make a more positive selection this Sunday, time will only tell. But starting off in goal, it's normally an easy one. Karl Darlow, in place of the injured Martin Dubravka, would start, but he did pick up what looked like a nasty knock at the end of the Manchester United game. It saw him struggle to the final whistle. People were surprised he wasn't substituted. But Steve Bruce has said it was a nasty knock. He has improved massively since Saturday, and it will go right to the wire whether Karl Darlow will start. Mark Gillespie, of course, would be the replacement, but I think Karl Darlow will be okay for this one, and he will start in goal at Molineux on Sunday. Moving into defence, hopefully sooner rather than later, we will have more options in this area of the pitch. Kieran Clark and Paul Dummett did play for Newcastle's under-23s last week, so hopefully we might see one or two of them on the bench this Sunday. But for me, I think the back four will remain the same as it was against Manchester United on Saturday. At left-back, Jamal Lewis, the centre-half partnership of the lovely lads captain Federico Fernandez and club captain Jamal Lascelles. Jamal Lascelles was quoted as saying that perhaps the Newcastle team should have shut up shop a bit early against Manchester United. And as much as I love the guy, if that's what the shop looks like open, Jamal, God knows what it's going to look like shut. So hopefully that negative attitude doesn't leak into our performance against Wolves on Sunday. At right back, it had me scratching my head a little bit. I don't know if Manquillo was carrying a knock or what, but for me, he's the best right back at the club. But Bruce did start Kraft against Manchester United on Saturday, so I think he will remain with Emil Kraft at right back, and the back four will remain again the same as it was against Manchester United. Now, midfield, of course, Jonjo Shelvey will start this one purely because I don't see Steve Bruce dropping him ever. But he's usually partnered by Isaac Hayden in the centre of midfield, a player who picked up an injury last Saturday and was subsequently substituted. Steve Bruce has confirmed that he did have a scan on his hamstring this week, revealing more severe cramp rather than a tear or strain, which is good news. But Steve Bruce has said you have to be careful with hamstring injuries. Now, because of that, I see him taking Jeff Hendrick and putting him alongside Jonjo Shelvey in that centre mid too. We pretty much lined up with what looked like, for most part, a flat midfield five against Manchester United that was very much easily bypassed by Manchester United with little effort. So hopefully Steve Bruce goes for something a little bit more positive on Sunday. Chances are he won't, but it all revolves around the selection of Miguel Almiron. Steve Bruce has been quoted as saying the reason he didn't start last Saturday was because he's travelled halfway around the world on international duty, but he certainly is in his thought process for selection this Sunday. And because of that, I'm just going to think Steve Bruce is going to go positive and start Miguel Almiron in that central role ahead of the midfield too, linking attack and midfield, and hopefully putting in a dogged and an industrious performance that we're used to seeing from Miggy and offering a little bit more going forward. And hopefully that would mean that he's going to be flanked by Ryan Fraser and Alan Saint-Maximin. That's what I would love to see, and hopefully Steve Bruce is now thinking that's what he can pick. Reality is Isaac Hayden's probably going to be fit, or Sean Longstaff will replace Isaac Hayden in a centre midfield three of Hayden, Hendrick and Jonjo Shelvey, and I'll probably just cry before a ball's even kicked. And finally, the striker leading the line on Sunday will of course be Callum Wilson. Last Saturday he did have a very good opportunity denied by a fantastic save from David De Gea, but hopefully he will put that behind him and continue his good form for Newcastle at Molineux on Sunday and hopefully get on the score sheet. But that's my 11. It's half a predicted Bruce's 11. It's half a desired Matthew 11. But do you guys think that Bruce might go for this positive formation? A formation that a lot of people are crying out for, that'll see Fraser, Almiron and Saint-Maximin play in the same team and offer some really good support to Callum Wilson up front. Please let me know in the comments below what you think the starting 11 is going to be. Please like the video, please share the video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the Gallagher Shots YouTube channel.